Yeah, I think looking back on my junior career, I was quite a mature, um, I guess 17, 18-year-old boy, and that definitely helped in juniors, right? I think, we're still learning the ropes, everyone's still learning their game and whatnot, and I feel like I was pretty settled in what I did well and very composed on court as well. Nothing really fazed me, nothing ever really phases me, even off the court. So um, I think I was able to do that a lot in juniors. I think a lot of the juniors are a bit up and down mentally, and whereas feel like I stayed pretty cool, calm, and collected, and that definitely helped me. I feel like I was like that at almost a 12-year-old. So I feel like that held me in good stead in the juniors, and then obviously transitioning was difficult. I was making a bit of a run there a couple years after when I was about 20. I think I got to my career high of 152 and um, had a back injury there, but that put me out for 3 or 4 months. But had plenty of time after that layoff to make it and sort of ultimately struggled a little bit to make it in singles. And I think looking back on those years and then even the years prior with my development and whatnot, it's super important to have weapons these days, especially in the men's game. I look at a lot of the top 100 players and they have two big weapons, and I probably lacked that. I think I was winning matches because I was staying composed, and the opponents were a little bit up and down. I was able to take advantage of those moments, but ultimately I didn't really have a big serve or a big forehand. They're the two main ones, that you see on tour. So um, that probably held me back, I think, a little bit. So again, I'd probably encourage juniors to work on that. I feel like, and I don't think he'll mind me sort of calling it out, but when Thanasi was young, Thanasi Kokkinakis, and a couple of years younger than me, and he and Todd Langman were working quite a bit together, closely together, and Todd sort of had this vision for Thanasi to develop a huge forehand, and it wasn't conventional, especially when he's a 12, 13, 14-year-old. It was, quite a large swing and whatnot, but you see the forehand today, and it's just an absolute weapon for Thanasi, one of the best forehands in the men's game. So I think his serve and forehand has really held him in good stead. So I think for me was probably that. So if I had my time again, probably looking into trying to get a few more Ks on my serve because I struggled later in my career to serve bigger. Um, but yeah, I think no real regrets. Obviously, you got hindsight, but I gave it my best crack, and then played some doubles as well, and managed to represent Australia in doubles, get to 23, play all the Grand Slams, make a final. So always felt like I played good doubles as a junior. That's probably another thing I'd encourage is to keep playing doubles. I think it's great to work on the skills and the returning. So that really held me in good stead, and I think you're able to play a lot of matches as well when singles is maybe letting you down with the doubles. So and it's great for team chemistry. So I feel like those are probably the little things that held me back.